What's up everybody, Marco back again. Thanks for tuning in, appreciate it. And as we all know, the most important thing about a guitar, whether it's perfectly for you or it's absolutely nothing for you, is the guitar neck. Let's go. So in my opinion, and in many other players' opinions, the most important thing when it comes to playability and feel of a guitar is the guitar neck. And I'm talking about the neck shape, whether if it's a C or a V or a D profile. Is it slim? Is it chunky? Does it have rolled edges to make it even more comfortable? Fret size is a huge factor. Does it have jumbo frets? Does it have super skinny vintage frets or something in between? And yeah, this is definitely something you need to consider when you buy a guitar, if you're looking for your guitar. But of course, first of all, you need to be sure what you want. I like chunky necks. I cannot play skinny necks. I mean, medium sized necks are also okay, but I prefer to have some wood in my hands, if you will. And when it comes to frets, I prefer like high frets, but not super fat. So I don't like jumbo frets, but I like the vintage tall frets or the 6105s, something like that. And this Tele had a neck on it when the stock neck, which was a modern C profile. It was a modern C profile, but it was not too skinny. But I wanted it to be perfect, so I decided to get a new neck for my beloved Tele. As some of you might know, I had my 1988 Strat that I just sold recently. Anyway, I also put on a super chunky American original 50s neck because it's one of the best feeling necks that I have ever played. And yeah, the stock neck just wasn't for me. Long story short, I did the same to my Tele. I got a good deal on a American original 50s Tele neck, which has a pretty chunky profile, but it's not super baseball batty, so it's not like a telecaster U, but it's still nice and chunky. And it's not a U anyway, it more feels more like a C, a chunky C profile to me. It has a 9.5-inch radius for a little better playability in my opinion. You can bend your strings a little better, and it has the vintage tall frets, I think it's what they call it. So it feels awesome, and it was just drop it in, perfect fit. It already was pre-slotted because this came off a American original 50s neck, so there was not really much work to do, just play it. Intonation is fine. There's a little bit of string buzzing, but I mean, the action is pretty low, so it doesn't bother me anyway. And yeah, awesome. So if you really consider changing the neck of your Fender guitar, or basically any other bolt-on neck guitar, it's a huge advantage to be able to swap necks and to really get the neck that you love. And yeah, it's just awesome design, simple design by Leo Fender back in the day. Another thing that you really need to consider is, at least in my experience, if you have a chunkier neck on your guitar, it automatically adds more resonance to your guitar. If you have like a skinny neck, of course it's less wood, and if you have a chunky neck, it's more wood, and it just resonating super nicely. It's pretty loud. And yeah, I mean, look at this sucker. Nitro finished. Super happy that I did it. I also put on a vintage style pickguard, body mounted the neck pickup, so it's a little more vintage accurate. It's just how I want it to be, my Tele. And yeah, I'm even more in love with it now. This was my first great guitar back in the day, and I modded the hell out of it. But yeah, it was worth every penny, and man, I love it. I just love it. So if you are not happy with your guitar, how it feels, how it plays because of the neck, maybe it's too skinny, maybe it's too fat, you should consider putting a replacement neck on it. I mean, there are original Fender replacement necks, which are a little pricey compared to some other stuff. There are also like companies like Warmoth or All Parts, I believe, MJT, I'm not sure. But you should really look them up and see if there is something for you. I wouldn't recommend it on like a cheap guitar because necks are pretty expensive. So if you're having like a $200 Squire, I don't think it makes too much sense putting a $400 neck on it. Then it would make sense just to get a new guitar with like $400 or $500 with a neck that you like and you enjoy. So this was my short video about the modifications I did to my Tele. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you could get something out of it. And yeah, let's jam out with some tones, and yeah, see you in the next one then. Peace.